There we go. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hopefully people can hear me. Okay. Sorry about that. Eating dinner here at the same time. It's almost 8 o'clock here, but then, of course, surprisingly enough, the time they have scheduled for the jam to start was right around 8 o'clock-ish anyway. Okay, let me get the web browser up here. Hopefully it doesn't affect the stream too much. In fact, I should probably be keeping an eye on that. It says, excellent so far. That's good. Okay, it is good. It's healthy. It's live. But, of course, just to be safe, I have, like, maybe 2 Wi-Fi cards running. One of them's over here. It's next to a metal bucket. I'm pretty sure that's amplifying the signal quite a bit. And then I also have my backup right here, which is my cell phone. And yes, I am listening to some Duran Duran on that one. Rio's really good, though. It's a good song. Anyway. Classic, old-fashioned 80s music. You can definitely tell which ones I like. Anyway. Let me get itch back open up here. Okay. Oh, Buckshot Roulette's on itch? Huh. Who would have known? Anyway. I was curious about that one. Wanted to try it out myself, but I don't think that would be necessarily considered normal content. I think it would be more Month of Scares content. By the way, do I have this in photo mode? Yeah, I think I have it in photo mode still. Oh, well, that's a little more depth to how dark it is. And, yep, the stream is starting to crash on itself again. Ah, yippee-ki-yay. There we go. Yeah, it starts in about 9 more minutes, so. It starts today. Oh, wow. I actually want to watch that one. Ruining Your Childhood. Oh, are they talking about the live-action Bambi? Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Older games show me what's wrong with modern games. Yeah, tell me a new one. Oh, tell me a new one. Might as well check this out while I still got a little bit of time.
Just 2 weeks of its release, speedrunners have now been able to beat Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 in under 9 minutes. And yeah, this skips pretty much the entire game, but even faster this time. Let's check it out. So about 2 weeks ago, I made a video covering the record stood at under 15 minutes. And if you thought beating the game that fast was crazy enough, in a very short amount of time, new strats have been discovered to now bring the speedrun world record to a crazy time of just...
Don't ask why I watch a lot of videos about speedruns, but I am developing a game built around speedruns anyway, so... But then again, Medroidvanias are built for speedruns too, so, you know. Hey look, if you want to join the speedrun speed, might as well explore every aspect, right?
Right away, but instead wait until you hear the sound of the alarm in the background noise 10 times. Now this might seem a bit cryptic, but since things around this area, namely the piston platform section ahead, are time dependent, waiting at the start for 10 of these beeps will optimize when you should get to it, so you don't waste time there by having to wait for the next cycle in case you miss it by the time you get there. And since time for the speedrun doesn't start until you start moving, there's quite literally no penalty to doing this. Anyways, yeah, once we start moving on the 11th beep here, we can start the timer and head up the slope to get to this part of the compactor wall that we can slip out through. Unfortunately, unlike in the previous runs where runners were moving during the intro cutscene to start the compactor section earlier, which would have had this gap open by the time we got there, now we actually have to sit around for a couple of seconds to wait for it to open. Anyways, once out, we can zip up to this area using our handy-dandy grab pack, get through this little hall to jump.
As far as I was told, any optimization is better than no optimization.
We have to jump onto the other pistons here, as we can just ride up this first one for a bit, and then jump onto this yellow pipe ledge, which takes us right to the room with the hole in the wall. Then from here, we can make a sharp left and go through the red door and subsequent hallway.
How did I lose 2 subscribers? Oh, come on.
I teased this next trick at the end of my previous video, and since then, it's been solidified as one worth doing every single run. So here, you'll want to move far enough into this room until the graphic for the auto-saving feature pops up. And this not only indicates that the game is in fact auto-saving like it says it is, but this also lets us get the next checkpoint that, as you'll see in a bit, we'll need to get back into the map. Once that's done, we'll actually want to backtrack a bit to the previous area above the trash compactor, get up to this busted console thing, and then grab this chair. And if you've watched my previous
it says someone has viewed it.
You know where this is going, but just like how we used barrels in the
Sorry.
previous video to make our own
Just kind of watching a video about a speedrun before we start.
Here, we'll grab this chair on
Right
the top
now,
of
so we're waiting. 6 minutes left. About 6 minutes left, anyway.
To lift us up to the vent above, where here we get to do the first of several crazy tricks of this run. After letting go of the chair and walking back for a bit to position ourselves before grabbing onto it again, we'll actually want to reduce the frame rate the game runs at to 15 frames per second in the options. To keep things simple here, basically the lower the frame rate, the faster the objects you pull will move. And now, with this reduced frame rate, pulling on this chair will absolutely just send us into the sky, or dark, empty void, I guess I should say.
But I'm paying attention to the time, don't you worry. I'll also be paying attention to the chat.
To the train tracks just before the entrance to the cable car that takes you down to play care. Just before landing, we'll want to
actually, you know what? I could just do
60 frames per second, and then after we land,
I could do this. What am I doing?
Just outside the walls of the map here, and
I can watch it.
down.
While coding.
This, we can trigger yet another autosave point.
Is this a mistake? Yes, every time, but...
Doing this insane trick not only saves having
Alright, so basically what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get the splash. Well, actually, I haven't ran it yet.
And more importantly,
might as well try it.
The first otherwise unskippable section where the player is introduced to Ollie, who you normally need to wait for to stop yapping before you get. Not only does this trick look really cool to pull off, but it's also quite useful for shaving off some time. And we're not done with the crazy chair.
Was not found. What?
Going through the security room, doing the
I thought I put those in there.
The levers here to open up the
I'll take a look.
care,
Yeah, it's in there.
And use it to pull ourselves up on top
System,
of the
network,
cable car.
window, audio.
There, we can move a bit to activate the trigger point that loads in the next map.
Graphics 2.
Back in, thankfully, the game
That's
keeps
in there.
us on top of the gondola here, and then we'll
System
want to
2
grab
is in there.
another chair from below and bring it with us down to the start of the upcoming tunnel segment here.
Wait, did I mess this up? Did I mess this up? Oh, I messed this up. I messed this up.
First chair boost. Lower the FPS to 15, pull, and away we go.
Whee!
This boost takes us
that was kind of cute.
Higher than the previous chair.
I need to go back into my linker and
look easy, but they're actually quite tricky to get consistent. And if your positioning
input.
isn't great, you can get some unintended consequences. Anyway,
platforms
for a bit longer until you get to around the top of the play care dome that you can see below.
It's messed up. The D should not be there.
Through all the way to the edge of the map here.
Okay, I need to fix this. Give me a quick second. Game projects, libraries, GVG version. There we go. Okay, so this is all.
Without this second epic chair boost, you have to sit through another normally unskippable section where Playtime Company's founder explains play care and such, and you also skip having to go under the statue to get the key from Ollie. So
there we go, and then we're gonna do debug, and we're gonna switch this back over to the debug properties because that's how it works.
Anywho, next
was that a jump scare?
Production zone, and this time we don't even bother
okay.
grabbing the purple hand
Apply.
as we did before. Skipping it here saves about 10 to 15 seconds-ish, but it also comes at the cost of running the risk of seeing the real catnap appear in the hallway to the left of the computer terminal in the final fight. Without the purple hand there, if that happens, you're guaranteed to get bamboozled, which will kill the run, but if you're competing for the top speedrun time, those extra seconds saved are worth the risk. Back to the run, though, we'll need to make our own elevator again.
There we go.
Don't have the blue
now I believe this should work.
Elevator that takes us up to the final boss fight.
Because now it's reading from the right. Okay, there we go.
Gas cylinders as their elevating object of choice, but
and yep, I need to put my little animated thumbnail for file for the MVM game jam.
Once again, take it to the wall to the left of the elevator,
here we go.
We can fly up against to get onto this platform out of bounds.
Sorry, giving the icons their own custom giving the folders their own custom icon makes it easier to sort through. Okay, so config, there we go. I'm gonna just do this real quick. Like, this is nothing to do with the game itself anyway. It's just a minor engine tweak, really. I don't have to really adjust this splash screen if I don't want to, but
and there's not really anything you can do to skip that. That said, a new trick that was discovered is that if the real catnap appears in the top hatch, you can basically just trap him there by simply just letting go of the door just before you pull one.
The game state gets confused, huh? Alright, let's see here. I got 25 frames. Look for 26, and 26, was that divisible by 3? No, 26 is not divisible by 3, but 26 is divisible by 4.
For too long to keep Catnap trapped there. I honestly wonder what would be going through Catnap's head just seeing you open and close the door like this on him for several minutes.
Wait, what?
Anyways, after over 3 minutes of powering up the computer and keeping Catnap...
Okay, no, it is not divisible by 4, okay. But it is divisible by 6, so I can do, like...
Before the prototype's hand comes down and tickles the back of Catnap's brain. The run isn't quite done yet, though, as we still have to head back down and then start up the ending cutscene. So next up, we can do a trick that makes it so we finish this run without taking the elevator at all, as by hitting the elevator's button with the grab pack and then immediately walking away and then back to it slightly close to the edge, we can trigger the next loading screen and start off in the upper section from where we can drop back down into the map, and I guess free falling is faster than the elevator as this actually saves a few more seconds. And now finally, we get to the game's ending scene.
Okay then.
And for a while it was thought that this was just a 3-minute unskippable segment. But recently, a new strat was discovered that effectively slashes this in half. So after starting...
Apparently this isn't starting at the nick of 8 o'clock, or my clock is just off just a little bit. Oh wait, no, never mind. It is accurate. Hold on, you're gonna hear my phone go 8 here in a moment.
And after getting it, we'll actually want to grab onto the green VHS tape in the same room, but
there we go.
Hold it there.
Okay, so I guess the jam is started. Woohoo! Alright, maybe I should share this again, so... because Game Jam has started. Yep, announcements. The jam has now started. Okay then. Okay, so it's ancient then? Okay then. Well, not that it really matters. It's an optional theme, really. Anyway, I'm going to be sharing this. I will move this over to a different window so nobody gets spoiled or anything like that. Advertising. Actually, no. Share your progress, I believe. Holy cow! People have already started sharing their progress. I'm just gonna copy this and go like paste, and I'm gonna go like... I'm starting now. Okay, there we go. I will have a proper thumbnail for the next one. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up this video though, because I'm kind of curious. Anyway, we need to... Okay, first of all, I need to get the spin ported in. I don't know why. I feel like I... Anyway.
Once it starts to float up a bit, we can finally let go of the VHS tape and then grab the cylinder with the other hand too. And basically why we had to do all
the
of
propane
this
skip,
is that this causes the game to make the cylinder fall really slowly for some reason. And then if we take it over to the elevator and drop it down this gap, we then want to get over to this guide rail thing along the wall, and then we kind of just float here for a while until we can hear the elevator start up above us, and by doing all of this admittedly pretty confusing stuff, we actually tripped the trigger that activates the final part of the ending cutscene.
Oh wow.
And with this, by slowly floating down here while Poppy dishes out the last few bits of her dialogue, we can hear Kissy Missy meeting her unknown fate that I guess we'll see in Chapter 4, and as the screen cuts to black, that is time for the speedrun. And with all of these tricks, we've skipped over Home Sweet Home, the school and playhouse, and even watching the Hour of Joy tape now. And now that I think about it, taking this speedrun route, we don't even get introduced to Ollie at all. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not very good at most of these chair boost tricks, let alone the final gas cylinder thing, as like I said, although some of the tricks here may look easy, they can be quite tricky to get consistent without getting blasted off into areas you don't necessarily want to go. In fact, I got a slower time using these strats compared to the older ones. So yeah, although the new tricks can save lots more time, they definitely aren't as beginner friendly. But in any case, as it stands as of the making of this video,
I think I know what to do here. And also I'm going to pop one of these. Oh, stream time! Yep, Ghost of Chance, it is stream time!
It's a really cool run, so I highly recommend checking it out. I'll have it linked for you down in the description below.
Alright, enough of that. Enough of the Poppy playtime speedrunning history. Though, granted, I know Metroid does have a history of being speedrun. Okay, we're going to start this up. Gonna have some background music. Why do I go with Windows Media Player? Because I have less risk of running into more problems with with the streaming. The internet out here where I live is just not the best, okay? Good stuff. Alright, let's begin, shall we? I'm gonna be eating my dinner while doing this, and I'm gonna be doing this for about 2 hours. Or at least that's the plan anyway, so about till 10 o'clock for me. Alright, so let's start. Okay, I need to get... I did have an animated logo all ready to go, so I'm doing it about 300 by 190, and I got 25 frames. I'm trying to think of how to do this in a sprite sheet, because my internet definitely has its moments. I suppose everybody's does at some point in time. Oh, actually, F1 doesn't need to exist. Actually, I could just be running with 24, which is divisible by 3, so what the heck am I doing? Okay, so that would be 300 times 300, which would be, well, of course, 900. And then, of course, it would be 300 times 190, I believe? That's what I thought the size was? Yeah, 190. Okay, then. What's 3 times 19 again, though? I need to remember. Well, I know that 3 times 9 is 27. Gosh dang it, not doing the trick right! You know, the trick where you put down one finger and then, of course, you get the multiple of 9 on your hand. It only works up till 3, though. Well, I mean, I guess if you have, like, 12 fingers, 6 on each hand, then in that case, I guess you could do it for 11, but, you know. Anyway, so, okay. So, F12, F25, let's see. Oh, 190. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out here. I'm trying to do math, and I'm not doing it very well right now. Okay, let's just cheat. 19 times 3 equals 57. Okay, then, so 570. There we go. Okay. And then we're just going to do configure grid, and then we're going to make show grid. We're going to set the grid to red because I usually just do that. And then I'm going to unbreak this and then go like 300 by 190. There we go. 3 by 3 grid. And we're going to go snap to grid. I messed up here, didn't I? 24 divided by 3. 8. I am such an idiot. So that'd be 19 times 8, and then add a 0 to that, so that'd be 1,520. But I don't want to scale that. I want to keep it at 900, though. There we go. Okay, now that we got that out of the way. Also, we're going to turn on Snap to Grid, so we have our snapping utility, and get rid of the background, because we don't need it. Image layer... Okay, no, it's already on. Okay. There we go. Now, I know you can't see anything, but, you know. You'll see something in here. Well, actually. This is final frame. Second to final frame. Third to final frame. Fourth to final frame. Wait, is it dying again? Oh gosh, dang it. Not again. Yep, it's kinda dying again. Fun! Alright. This is just basically a slight intro animation that I made myself. Took me a little while to do it, but I managed to do it. The idea is that, I must have not mathed right. Oh well, nobody's gonna notice, right? Good old Arnold Palmer. I know, it's lemonade and iced tea, but still. Export as. We're gonna go into game projects. And yes, I know, it's an absolute mess! It's actually a pretty cool way to doing the intro like this, honestly. Oh yeah. I should actually show you my splash screen that I have currently set up here. Where is it? Where is it? Locked in Dream, Layer Master. I know, I have one too many projects. MVM. Oh, there we go. MVM Game Jam. There we go. We're going to go Data, Config, and then... Start. There we go. Just gonna put down start and export. There we go. Now, so far this is kind of what I got for the overall intro, but I'll be adding that onto the bottom of this. Yeah, basically it's kind of what you see. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm pointing towards it over there. With the blinking neon sign. But, alright, so here we go. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to set it up so that once it hits a certain point, I have it set to go for 299 frames, which of course would be 300, so that would mean that it's going for 10 seconds if it's going at 30 frames per second. 5 seconds for, okay then, but I have 25 frames, which would almost be half a second. So, I think I know what to do here. So, okay, so what we need to do is have another texture here. Oh, splash text 1. Okay, I do have something like that. Okay then. Splash frame run. Okay, I do have things for that right here. Okay then. I don't know why I have that, but okay, splash text 1, there we go. Load from file, which would be in... I know, I'm doing it from scratch, I'm a madman. An absolute madman, but hey. start.png. I'm a sentimental guy, okay? From scratch is kind of fun to do sometimes. SBR1 dot set texture. Okay, then of course we're gonna go yep, SPLASHTX1, and then true, so that the frame can activate. And then of course splash frame run dot width equals, hold on, I need to look this up. Wait, oh, wait, never mind, I got it right here. Okay, 300, so 300. And then splash frame 1 dot height equals 19, right? Yeah, 1900. Or, well, 190. Okay. The pop-up to confirm was not working. 190. There we go. Alright, there we go. We got it. Also, I want the splash sprite 1 to be in the center, which would be right about... Okay, I'm gonna do something real quick. Like, I'm gonna open up GIMP. I'm gonna do... Well, okay, I'm just gonna close this out because I already have it all down. So I'm gonna go into npm game jam, data, config, open up splash.png. There we go. And now I'm going to do something. I'm going to canvas size. We're gonna go 190. There we go. Resize. I know this is a bit of a headache to do, but hey, look. MVM Game Jam, animation, there we go. And then we're just gonna go with the final piece here. Okay, and then we're gonna figure out where the center is by doing this. Edit layer attributes, and then 170. Okay then. Pull set position. There we go. And then we're just gonna go 170 by 0. There we go. And that way it shows up in the middle instead of on the edge, you know? What engine am I using? My own. Right now it's more like a custom framework, but, you know. It's a work in progress type of engine. Basically, I'm kind of building this as I go along, trying to improve my craft. Part of the reason why I'm joining some game jams is because, well, you know. I mean, basically I kind of call it Weblum's engine right now, but yeah. I probably could get more done if I went with a pre-built engine, but, you know, there's a lot of other issues that come up with pre-built engines that, you know, if I were to dive into details with, like, for example, Unreal usually takes a lot of hardware to run right now. And, of course, I also heard that Unreal is screwing its developers, too. Like, how Unity was screwing over its developers, which I don't even need to go into that. At the end of the day, the companies that develop those big engines are, still companies at the end of the day. They're not immune to corporate bullshit. So, you know. Okay, so encounter in color fill, there we go. So I kind of want to go, like, have it somewhere in the middle. If counter is greater than, let's go like 2 seconds here. Which would be 120, right? Yeah, it would be 120, right? Okay then. So 119. Building an engine from scratch always seemed kind of daunting. Well, depending upon what happens, it kind of is. But it's not as bad as, like, well, you know. But, I mean, it's not as bad as you think sometimes. Users, but it would surprise me. Well, truth is, actually, I did see somebody post a video about that. Going like how Unreal 3 was great, but then Unreal 4 kind of messed things up. And now they're on Unreal 5, which... actually, some developers actually really don't even know what to do with. And honestly, it's very apparent, too, actually, when you take a look at it. Because, you know, there was a lot of things that you could do on Unreal 3 that a lot of developers are having a struggle on doing with Unreal 4 and Unreal 5. And, you know, in a way that kind of sends a bad message, a negative message. And if you don't believe me, take a look at videos comparing games from, like, years ago to now. I mean, there is definitely a huge difference. Graphically and artistically. But, you know, it's something that I think pretty much everybody can unanimously agree upon, that most games seem to be evolving, but backwards. Sure, there are still some very beautifully detailed and well-made environments, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's always going to look great. Alright, let's see. Sorry about that, I have a little bit of a fractured thought process sometimes. ADHD, negatives of having it, right? So anyway, if counter... okay, so if... Flash frame 1 dot left is less than, which would be 900 take away 300, which is 600. Splash frame 1 dot left plus equals 300. And then else splash frame 1 equals actually no, just equals, sorry, equals 0, and then I should probably put a parameter that would stop all this. Oh, whoops, I forgot. And I also didn't do that right either. I am such an idiot. Okay, so what we need is top. Well, actually, no, left. Left equals 0, and then splash frame top. I cannot read today. Everybody have those moments? Plus equals 190. There we go. Also, we need to do it so that once it reaches the bottom, which happens to be at... I am such an idiot. I am a big fat ninny idiot who didn't think this through. And needs to be treated as such. Only for the fact that he didn't think this through. Okay, here we go. Give me a quick second. I gotta reopen this with GIMP. Thankfully, it's already open, so I don't have to go through the pain of loading it. I'm sorry, guys. Does it look like something's missing in the middle? This is a good thing that happened. Otherwise, I wouldn't have noticed this. Show grid, snap the grid, and we're gonna adjust the grid. Set it to red because why not? 190, well actually 300, really. And then I also need to set the vertical to be 190. There we go. I knew something was off when I had to delete that one. Bum, bum, ba, bum. But doing this also gives me the bet. this case, I'll have it zoomed in just a little bit. Yeah, this is kind of what happens when you get a month's worth of time. You get to do stuff that that really seems to be a little bit unnecessary. But, you know, usually the perfect amount of time usually is about a week. But, you know, there are a lot of game developers who like that crunch, you know? Granted, I don't enjoy it too much, but hey, look, sometimes I kind of, okay, maybe I do get a bit of a kick from the experience, but, you know, at the same time, it's like, sometimes the crunch is a little bit daunting. A little more daunting than what it's really worth. Okay, I should be on frame 18. This should be frame 17. Yes, it is. There we go. We're gonna be readjusting our frames because of that one missing frame in the middle. There we go. 18, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, well, actually 12, 11, gosh dang it, I can't count, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 'Technically supposed to be 1, but it says 2 here. Actually, I was counting down to 2 anyway, so it doesn't matter. There we go. Wah. Bam! Got it! Woo! Alright, let's go. Alright, gotta check this. Make sure every frame's there. Is every frame there? You guys see every frame? I'm not gonna let this one slip again, folks. Okay. I hope that's it. Okay, we're gonna overwrite start. There we go. Oh, right, and we are also going to do frame 25 and figure out what position it is. So, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I got it. Okay. I have it in my mind now what to do here. So, I'm just going to drag this over. That's the beauty about using GIMP. Okay, so splash frame left. All frames are accounted for. Woo! We got it! Okay, so here we go. Man, imagine how it's going to be like when I start animating characters. Oh, boy. Wait, why has this character got this one random blink? It's invincibility frames. Really? So I'm invincible with that one random blink? Technically should be yes, but it's a bug whenever you get hit. It's a feature! Not a bug! Alright, so what I need to do is if splash frame top is less than 1,330. There's also another benefit about coding it from scratch, too, that I also should mention. It also makes it a little more compatible with a wider range of machines, too. I mean, quite literally, behind me right now, I have an HP laptop from 2014 with an AMD A4 and 6 gigs of RAM. It ain't much, but you know what? If it runs on that thing, I'm pretty sure it will run on anything. So, you know, There we go. Now I just need to make sure it displays. Oh, wait. Set texture rec. There we go. Splash frame 1. There we go. Put my semicolon in there. Alright, and then we're just gonna go... Actually, I shouldn't have that drawn first. I should probably have it drawn second. So that if it is off by a little bit, at least it's coming under the main logo where the V drops down instead of above it, because otherwise it would just look weird. Splash win. Yep. I agree with that. I agree with that. Draw. Then splash. Sprite 1. Splash Burr 1. As I call it right there. Okay, there we go. Then... Okay. This should work. Please would it work. Please would it work. Please would it work. Please would it work. Usually, in my case, there's always something that goes wrong, so this is why I'm praying. Though... I mean, outside of that little white nudge at the very bottom, which I think I should probably, maybe I should say counter less than 119. Is greater than 119. Well, actually, no, I could probably do that. Oh, wait, no. I got a better idea. I got a much, much, much better idea. If... Oh, grab my counter is greater than 119. There we go. Then, of course, there we go. And now it should remain invisible until it's needed. Let's see. Oh! And it works! Ha-ha! Beautiful, ain't it? Woo! But there we go. Alright, now that I got that figured out, I don't know why I'm running again. Oh well, actually. Common debugging thing. A word of advice for debugging. Run and run again. Sometimes it never works out the second time. Why? Because computers are just like that. Look, I had a piece of code one time that didn't work with anything. At all. One day, and then I come back to it the next day, and then it completely and totally works. Like... Why are you like this? I mean, if it wasn't working, you would want to pick up your machine and throw it out the window. There we go. Arnold Palmer, good stuff. Alright, now that we got that done out of the way, okay, time to get on to the actual meat and potatoes in developing this game. So what I need to do is I need to develop a new header file, and make sure it's imported over here too. Okay, so header file, add, new item. Header file. We're just going to call this We're just gonna call this game. Because why the heck not? There we go. I'm also gonna make sure that I comment the living daylights out of this. Make sure I get my include here. Which I put it all in one nice big old file. So that way, I don't have to, like, type out include graph. Excuse me. Anyway, so I don't have to type out, like, include graphics, whatever. I mean, it's already all nice in one little package, and I can just use it in every single file without having to have any repercussions with it, you know? I mean, kind of a brilliant strategy, really. Makes it easier to copy over and copy it, and it makes it easier to copy and paste into each and every project. And the good news is, it doesn't load up everything that's called inside of it. It only loads up what it's called when it's needed to be called, so... Or at least as far as I know. Maybe it might not be the most optimized, maybe it is. I don't know. We'll figure that out for sure. When we get to it, anyway. My mac and cheese is becoming as hard as a rock. Is this a problem? Well, at least I know it's gonna stick to my ribs tonight. Probably not gonna be hungry tomorrow morning. I had a specific name for it for previous projects. I need to look this up again. I think it was... Floral Vigilante. There we go. Game.h. Or did I call it map gen, menu, player 1, resource, room data, run. Okay, maybe I guess I just did call it menu. But I need, as a primary manager, to switch out from one state into another. So, you know, like if it's in a menu state, then it goes into that state. If it's in a game state, then it will switch over to the game state. If it's inside the, you know, that sort of thing. So what I need to do is I need to go class game state. Alright, and then I'm going to do this. Public drawable should I put the scale on it? Yeah, I should just put the scale on it right away. And then public. I forgot the comma. Transformable. There we go. Alright, and then we're just gonna do that. Private. And then public. There we go. And that way, the reason why I'm setting it up like this is so that when I put it into run, like, well, actually, I need to get rid of controller.h because I don't need that right now at the moment. I need... Controller.h is the peripheral I designed myself, by the way. Though, does it work? Not completely, because it doesn't include gamepads or joysticks yet, so... That's a in-development feature right there. I mean, the mouse works and the keyboard works. Though, granted, I don't have key codes defined for every single key. Though, SFML already does that for me, so... And yes, I'm using SFML framework to help build this up, too, so... Credit to that team. They do some amazing stuff. Hashtag include... And we're gonna go... Is it already in here? Yes, game.h. Okay. And I believe it was game state, right? Yes. State. There we go. We're going to... Oh, shoot, can't use the term state. I'm just gonna leave this uncommented because this is stuff that I don't think people should touch. The only person who needs to touch is me. You know? State of game. Oh, well, no worries, I'll get that fixed. Well, actually, I should probably just put the overrider in now, huh? Okay, well, first of all, I'm gonna go game state. Make a default constructor, and make a default... and a default deconstructor. Why? Because they are gonna be needed. Primarily because, oh yeah, if I want to do this as a vector object, then basically I'm going to need to create another constructor for that. But if I don't have a default initialized, then of course it's going to throw an error for me, and you know how that works. It's always a headache to deal with. Fun! Ah, good old Arnold Palmer. Okay, so what I need to do is... look it up in one of my previous files. Void load. That's underneath run. I need this. Menu, game state, okay, switch state, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try... okay, virtual void. Okay, then. I believe if it was draw? Yeah. Capitalization does not matter on that. And then we're gonna go here, and then render... I believe it was render states first, and then render target, right? I gotta take a look. Render target. Okay, so it's render target first and then render states. Okay, then. Ampersand target. And then render states. Ampersand states. Oh, and I need a const after that too. C-O-N-S-T. There we go. Nothing. Gotta do something. You need to sell. You'll sell. You'll sell. Hey! Sunny days can happen if you believe in yourself. You've got to take faith in yourself if you want respect from your friends. Okay. In your life. And don't forget, gotta use OPAT++ here. Ah! Okay, in case you're wondering what this is actually just me experimenting around with something. Trying to, design something new here. Okay, menu. Virtual void draw. Okay, there we go. SF target, okay. States, texture, no, okay. Oh, right. Okay. That's what I need. Okay. Dot texture. No, wait. I also... oh, wait. I need a... states dot transform. I believe it was equals get transform, but I forget. I gotta take a look. When you feel tight, look at yourself. Okay. It's easier to open this up in Note. Oh, okay, I already got it open up in Notepad++. Excellent. Okay, so here we go. States, transform. Okay, yeah, and then I need a pointer and then get transform. Okay, then. Pointer to get trans. There we go. Put the pointer there. There we go. And then Well, actually, I'm not going to be able to put the draw down there yet, so... Is it still freaking out on me? Yeah, it's still freaking out on me. What if I save it? Is it still going to freak out on me? Yeah, no, it's still going to freak out on me. There's no overrider. I'm going to take a look at this. What did I do right in my previous code that I got wrong here? Okay, here we go. Sometimes, I mean, as good as you are, sometimes you need a, oh. Wait, what? Okay, got to take a look at this. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna go like SF. There we go. Does that fix the error? No, it does not. Ugh. I'm gonna try this. See if that works. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work. Yeah, of course not. Abstract class, of course. But then, of course, I don't have anything to draw yet, so... Okay, we'll just pull that off for a moment then, okay? We're just gonna go... enum. Curse state. Okay, there we go. Defining of the game. So the current state is menu and game. Really, it should be just more like a Boolean operator. Well, actually, I could probably do a pause too. Why not? And then... there we go. I know it's going to return as 0, 1, and 2. Because that's how computers work. They don't count like 1, 2, 3, 4 like us. They count 0, 1, 2, 3. You know? And in case you're wondering, yes, that was just about as painful as it sounded. Alright. 2046, no, an hour, and I feel like I got... all I got was a splash screen! So, 1 hour, and all I got was a splash screen. Ugh. That's terrible. That's terrible. John, you could do better than this. Come on, you know you can. Okay, so... SWIT. Switch. Cur... C-U-R-R... S... Curstat. There we go. And there we go. Oh, right. I should probably set... oh, but I can't do that. Okay. Okay, John. Come on, John. Think this through. Okay. Current state equals well, actually, no. It would be game state. Menu. Going to... this song got stuck in my head for a short while. Want to know why? Because I was trying to S-rank that frickin' level. That level was so frickin' hard. I think there's a speedrun category designed specifically for that level. Just so you know. Okay, so we're gonna go switch. Because why not? The switch is cool. And then ENT. There we go, because I know IntelliSense kind of screws me over with this. There we go. Got it. Sonic Frontiers, in case you're wondering. In fact, this is like the second cyberspace stage of the game. And by the way, that stage makes every other stage in the game look really easy. Okay? Like, insanely easy. The requirements for an S rank on that stage are, like, ridiculously high. I mean, even the cyberspace stages from the DLC, or, well, the update, the Final Horizons update, yeah, those stages are easy compared to this stage. Alright. Still not. Fire draw has no overrider. What do you mean? Okay, well, I'm probably gonna build most... Well, it may seem a little bit ridiculous, but I think most of the game I'm probably just gonna build from this header file right here. Now, I know that's gonna make things a little bit needlessly complex, and it will probably make things needlessly complex. Especially for anybody who wants to dive into the game and go like, wait a second, holy cow, what on earth is in this file? This is disorganized, this is insane, but, you know, well, maybe I guess it's not as disorganized as it would be, but, you know. Hey, look, I've seen worse. Look, if you see the insides of my computer, you probably would have seen worse. If you could see the rest of this room, you would definitely see worse. I mean, I can't sleep on my bed right now, so, you know, I gotta clean that off. But, you know. Alright. I actually like this one. It's kind of relaxing. In case you're wondering, this is actually from Will You Snail. Actually, a surprisingly good game. Hard, but... There? There? There. There's always worse. Well... I suppose that is true. Maybe I should tell my dad that the next time he comes in and chews me out about that. And yes, I am 27 and I still live with my parents. Embarrassing, right? I mean, part of the reason why I do this kind of grind is that maybe, hopefully, someday I might be able to move out and be self-sustaining so I don't have to have, like, a standard 9-to-5 job. I mean, if not, at least have a part-time job and still do this for a living, you know? It wouldn't be too bad. It's kind of the overall goal. Part of the reason why I do this kind of stuff. Build up a reputation. Put yourself out there, you know? You never know who's watching, who's looking. You never know what kind of publicity you'll get. You know? Alright, here we go. What we need to do here is we need to set up something... Well, actually, I think I need to copy over font first, though, because... Don't I have it set to load? Gotta take a look. I don't think I have font set to load, do I? Well, if I don't, well, the best I could probably do is this. Have it so that when it opens up LoadCon, Load from file. I'm trying to remember what file it was again. DATA backslash, well, / really. Yeah, / config. I know, Windows is weird with all its backslashes and such, so, you know. But then again, Linux also uses backslashes, I think? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look again. But I know it was a TTF, and then times dot TTF. I know I'm using Times New Roman, but, you know, it's a basic font that's easy to access and everybody knows it. It's easily accessed on any computer, really. Kind of a basic of any kind of Word document out there. So is this still freaking out? Nope, nope, it's still freaking out. Yep. Fine then, I'm just going to comment it out here now. I'll just run it, because why not? It'll give me a warning if it can't load from that TTF. Okay, so far so good. Okay, yeah, nothing. It hit its mark. Alright then. Now that we got that done. Okay, so we're gonna have to give this something to draw, so we're gonna have to make another class here. We're just gonna call it class menu. And we're gonna go public SF drawable. You should use Comic Sans. Actually, I have been tempted to do that. Somebody complained about the fact that I was using Times New Roman, and I'm like, well, you know, I could go for Comic Sans. Only 'cause I'm evil. Okay, maybe I'm not that evil, but, you know. Well, hey, look, if it comes down to, like... I don't know, I think there was, like, a game jam where it's, like, about wrecking your computer. The crash your... I mean, like, quite literally the, destroy the game jam or whatever it is. I forgot what the name was again, but, you know, there was something specific about it where you had to do something with your game that wasn't supposed to please the user. My idea was just to have the game completely and totally crash your computer. For no good reason. I am evil. Okay, SF drawable, and then... Actually, I'm not going to really have it as transformable because there's nothing to really transform with it, so... That... Public. Then, menu. We're going to make some default constructors and deconstructors, only because... Tilde! Well, I know that's going to destroy my deconstructor, so... Okay. Alright, now, I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to... I mean, I'm probably not going to really do a title quite yet, because I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to title this game. In fact, maybe I should also change the title for, inload here, go down here. We're just going to change it from testing to... I don't know what to call this. Basically what I call all my projects. Know what to call this. It's a game that's for I don't know if anybody's gonna find that funny, but, you know, it's an inside joke, I suppose. Alright, here we go. So, Virch. Okay, so first of all, I'm just gonna go text. Menu text. There we go. And then we're gonna go text again. We're gonna go menu, select text. Okay, that worked. Actually, I'm forgetting something here. Oh no! I forgot. I made it a public game. I made it a private game state. Oh shoot. You know what? I'm gonna have to do this. Cut. Okay. I know this is gonna cause some issues with the compiler, but give me a moment. I have a madness to my methods. Give me a quick second here. Okay, we're also gonna go like default, so that if I release my code to open, people could take a look at it and go like, oh wow, this could be better optimized, or oh well, that's terrible. Why on earth did he do that? I don't know. Anyway, default constructors, even though any self-respecting C++ developer knows what those things are. Running the game. And I already know what I need to put in here, so font. Calling your font. Makes sense, right? Okay then, so we're gonna do that, and then we're also gonna make okay, so we're gonna do that, then of course we're gonna go draw. Wait, no. Const. Was const, right? Nope, it was virtual. Virtual void. There we go. Draw a bull. Leave, right? Nope, just draw. And then we got render states. Ampersand states. Render target. Oh, I need an ampersand with this one. There we go. Now, of course, there's no transformable, so I'm just gonna go text, and then target, draw, menu. Select text. There we go. Got it. Okay. Whew. Also, when it comes down to it, since the game jam itself said that I could start the story at any time, oh! Basis models, placeholders, and story can be made before the start of the jam. Okay then, well that's good. I actually kind of started brainstorming what I wanted for the story already. And honestly, I kind of had a dream a while back, like sometime in October, and this was like before going to see the Five Nights at Freddy's movies with my sisters and all that other stuff. Actually, it was sometime in the middle of the month of scares, and honestly, this is actually when I had my plan that was kind of dumb, and I knew probably was going, and I knew had like probably a 50% chance of failure, but a 50% chance of success, because everything's got a 50% chance of And even if it looks like the odds are like 25 to 75, I mean, it's still a 50% chance it could land in that 75% or that 25%. Because, I mean, that's how odds work. It's bizarre, but anyway, point is that basically I kind of had a little bit of a dream where basically I was invited to go to, surprisingly enough, J.K. Rowling's place, which, honestly, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of Harry Potter, okay? Like, seriously, I'm not a big fan at all. But, however, I will admit I did buy Hogwarts Legacy, and yes, I am having a lot of fun with the game. So, you know, if you want to use that as a Twitter thread to send hate to me, woo, send hate to me. But I think that train is now, I think that ship has now officially sailed. Now I think it's Pal World and all that other stuff, which, yeah, I'm going to be spending money on that too, but... point is that basically it's like me and, like, I was kind of like dreaming I was a student at the time, which is kind of weird, and a whole class got sent there, and then she had like a room where she opened up a book and the whole thing transformed into a whole new world. I kind of wanted to take that idea and turn it into something, but I didn't necessarily know how until now. So I think that's kind of what I'm going to start out with if I had to compose a story, where it starts out with a guy getting invited over to a house. And then, of course, the guy goes like, hey, look, I'm from another world. And he opens up a book, and then the whole new world transforms around him. But then, of course, he also get to learn some new abilities along the way. Things that, well, he thought he could never do. Including things like jumping high, going over gaps, all that kinds of stuff. Basically, magic in some sort of way. So, that's kind of the basic idea. Anyway, I should get back to work on this. Okay. Void. Game state. I wonder if that works. But I don't know. We'll see. That idea sounds neat. Also using a past idea from my jam entry. Nice! Alright, here we go. So now that I got that, I'm gonna go... Current stat. Wait. It doesn't work like that? Oh. Oh. You suck. Why do you not work like that? Well, now it works, right? It should work, right? Classes are undefined, and that's why that's what I like about them so much, is that they are undefined. Anyway, so we're gonna go menu, this. So we're gonna go render target. Oh wait, no, target. It's just target. Draw. This. And then states. There we go. And that way it only needs one thing. Now let's see if this causes error again. If I remove the comments. Ah, good grief, I lose my state place all the time. No, it still causes an error. What the heck? It's causing the error. What on earth is causing this error? Oh, good grief. Ugh, this is gonna take a little bit spot. Public drawable, private. Okay, maybe I should go to the SFML website then, huh? Let's see. Ah, here we go. Take a look at its documentation, because that's the best way to learn sometimes. You just gotta take a look at a good documentation. And this is very well documented, I must say. Namespaces. Actually, no, I don't need namespaces, I need classes. And I need drawable. Draw. Well, actually, hold on. I really should just go back here to learn. Tutorials. 2.6. SFML, drawing 2D sprites and textures, designing your own entities with vertex arrays. There we go. I have a bittersweet relationship with vertex arrays, okay? Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it don't. When it works, I love it. When it doesn't, it really makes me just want to delete it, and then uninstall it, and then forget about it, and then try to learn something a little bit more different, or a little more usable, or well, something that might be more user-friendly for me. But, you know, look, it's only when it doesn't work, okay? So anyway, I need to do transforming array, creating an SFML-like entity. There we go, that's what I need. Public drawable, const, okay. So what am I missing here? Public, SF drawable. Okay, public. Okay, virtual void, draw, const. Okay, so I got that right? Oh. So, what is causing the issue here? Tell me, what is causing the issue? What is causing that? This is not an abstract. It shouldn't be. Drawable. Okay, render states. Actually, I don't really need render... Well, actually, I don't really need render states, really. I just need render target, because I'm not really transforming it or anything with the program itself. And honestly, actually, none of these are gonna need to be transformable anyway, because they're not gonna be rendered by the... They're gonna be rendered by this, which is already gonna be transforming them anyway, so it's not gonna matter much. But what is causing this to happen? Wait. Did the abstract thing come up from... Oh, no. Still here. It's still here, it's just Visual Studio is ignoring it. Is this going to be one of those pieces of code that doesn't work fine now, but then the next day I come back to it and it's working perfectly fine? I hate that. I really hate that when that happens. But anyway, let's see. Run. Do-dee-dee-doo. At least there's like 1 hour and 3 minutes of this stuff, so, you know, at least we won't get bored. And it's set on a repeat, and it's set on a random, so I don't even know what song is next. Isn't that always fun? So what's causing this? What's causing this not to work and causing this not to work? It should be working just fine. Maybe I should take a look at... Wow, what do I have? Back to the documentation, let's check. So SF transformable, yes, and then of course get transform. Texture, I mean, I don't have any of these in there yet, but then of course if that's the case, this one should be working just fine, and this one should be freaking out because I don't have anything that... Actually, I do. What the... Well, I forgot about the const. There we go. Now, what is causing this to freak out? Drawable. Did you see the recent Deltarune Chapter 3 news? Actually, I have not. I didn't know there was actually recent Delta Chapter 3 news. Toby Fox finally getting somewhere with that one? if that's the case, then yippee! I'm actually kind of excited. I wonder what he's got planned. Though, granted, I actually kind of have a funny feeling of how things are going to go. And honestly, things are going to get even more sinister. I have a funny feeling. And no, I don't think it's the theory about Tutorial killing Undyne. Everybody thinks that, and tell you the truth, I kind of agree with that theory, but personally, one of the theories that I have has to deal with the chapter probably beyond 3. And truth be told, I feel like the hospital is going to be another major area inside one of the future chapters. And we're going to make... and honestly, one of the dark routes is basically you making... what was that deer's name again? I forgot what her name was. Anyway, well, that girl that basically you make kill her friend in the dark route of chapter 2, well, in the dark route of one of the future chapters, I think you're gonna make her kill her father. I think that's probably the most sinister twist you could ever expect. And honestly, it's probably gonna make things way darker than you would ever believe, you know? From what I heard, Chapter 3 is nearly finished and will be releasing this year. I'm not sure if it will be free or paid. The release schedule of the other chapters aren't known yet. Well, you know, it's fair if Toby Fox is only one guy. I mean, he is working with Timmy Chang, which, I mean, she's a very talented artist. Don't get me wrong. She does amazing work. But, you know, when it comes down to it, as a single guy developing a game myself, or developing several games, and a game engine from scratch, I could totally relate to his plight. I could legitimately relate to his plight about, you know, having to work hard and then, you know, having to take a breather, because, yeah, it's not easy to develop a game. It isn't. Whether from scratch or using a pre-built engine, there's always going to be hitches that are going to happen, no matter which way you look at it. And, you know, this is the real sad truth, too. This is the reason why, if I were to start looking for a publisher now, I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to do something that will tick the publisher off because I'm taking too long to develop my game, and they're just not going to publish my game. Or either that, they're going to cut all funds from me, or take every right away from me for my game, and hand it off to somebody else who will do a quick patch job that requires a day one patch, doesn't run on anything, and, well, yeah, basically kind of has a lot of the heart and soul taken out. You know, I can understand that, completely and totally. So granted, even if everybody's eagerly awaiting, like, Chapter 3 for Deltarune, I can understand why Toby Fox is still taking his time, even if he's underneath the pressure by all the fans. Because, of course, when it comes down to it, it's a harrowing task game development is, but, you know, it's a task that must be done, as you all know. It just takes a really long time, and that's the thing. I mean, you just gotta remember, take a breather, pace yourself, remember to step back, have a water, have an Arnold Palmer. Or just have that really, really, really small sip of Arnold Palmer at the bottom of the can. And just take your time, chill. Don't worry about if it's not going to be released on time or on your deadlines or not, okay? Because sometimes what really matters is the end-all be-all product. If it's good, people will like it, people will talk about it, people will tell other people about it, and they will go buy the game and play it themselves. If they don't like it, well, live and learn. Just keep pushing forward and, you know, keep trying to do what you do. Take your lesson from that, and then take any kind of criticisms that anybody has to offer for your games, and then just keep pushing forward. Just do better, you know? Learning from the criticisms of others is probably one of the biggest things that you have to do as a game developer anyway. And of course, you also got to remember that there's going to be people who are going to hate just for the sake of hating. And truth be told, sometimes you just gotta learn how to filter out some of those voices inside your head. Is it easy? No. But one thing I do to make it easier, I usually just look inside a mirror and insult myself every single day. I know, not a very good task to do. Honestly, it's kind of a terrible idea, but the whole idea is that basically, if you just kind of get used to the insults, you get used to the hate, and you get used to all that other stuff, you get used to some of the negative connotation that comes your way, then of course at least you'll learn to filter it and figure out what is actual genuine criticism and what is, well, not criticism. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Oh no! It's saying no data! No data! It's streaming! It is... Having a big issue with the internet here. At least the good news is, I think my backup Wi-Fi card kind of saved me here. Because, oh, shoot, I'm going to have to switch over to something over here so you don't see everything about my Wi-Fi. Yeah. Looks like the main connector's almost failed again. There we go. Ugh. Sorry. Issues with running with an old computer, you know? This thing's also from 2014, but, you know. It's also kind of had a long and hard life. It ended up with me, but started out as a display model. It was too powerful to be actually a display model, too. Even though, granted, at the time, what the card it had was an entry-level card, and now it's not even that. It has an entry-level card for now, though. Like, the GTX 1650 is what's currently in there, but it originally had, like, a GT 720, which, by the way, that card, it was weak. Like, it barely ran most of the games at the time, but you had to set it to low settings and run it at 720p. And even then, it still barely ran the games. At least this one, I can run games like at 16 by 900p, and then have it like at medium settings or high settings. You know, that sort of thing. Anyway. So, okay, yeah, it looks like the network is connected again. It's actually recognizing other networks like it should. That's good. Okay, we're just gonna go back to monitor 2 now. Yeah, it's monitor 1, monitor 2, monitor 3. Don't ask me why. And monitor 3 is the drawing tablet. You'll probably see me using it a little bit later on when I get to a more suitable point in development where I feel a little bit fine with the game mechanics and such, and I start having developing animations for it. So, you know, game mechanics first, visual second. Or, well, game mechanics first, then visual second, basically, is how I try to do it. Because if your game mechanics aren't solid, nobody's really going to be hooked inside your game anyway. Because, you know, let's face it, even if you make, like, a beautiful visual art style, you know? Like, a really solid visual art style, and a really great story to go with it, it's not going to mean nothing when the game mechanics are absolute garbage. Like, it's not going to really necessarily stick out or be memorable to you if, oh, yeah, this is how it goes, this is how we do it. It's just a basic bus. It's just a walking simulator, basically. Nobody's really going to have fun with that. Sure, it's solid, a walking simulator is, but is it really necessarily memorable? Can you go back to it and keep playing it? Not really. And, you know, that's kind of the thing. I know Metroidvanias kind of have that walking simulator vibe, but come on, that's kind of why they have combat, they also have exploration, and they also have proof of skill, you know? Like, actually, my favorite example is Metroid Dread, which, by the way, actually kind of got me into the whole Metroid series, really. Holy cow, that game is fun. Granted, scary as heck with the first three, like, Emmys, but when it comes down to it, some of those items that you have to get require a lot of skill, and it takes a lot of practice in order to get to them. Like, I'm kind of surprised that there are people out there who could speedrun the game in less than 6 hours. It really does surprise me that they could do 100% speedruns, but, you know, Metroid's pretty much the original speedrunning game anyway, because when you think about it, you gotta get through the whole thing in less than 6 hours most of the time, usually trying to 100% it all the way. And yeah, actually, tell you the truth, this is kind of why I say Samus would be the worst Nintendo wife. Why? Because in order for her to take it all off, you gotta complete every single house chore in a certain time frame. 100%, no mistakes, no sloppiness. It's like, nope. I'll just settle for Rosalina. She's better. Look, if you're gonna argue about which princess is the better princess, I'm gonna say Rosalina's the better princess, because come on, which one sounds better? I would date the princess of the mushrooms, or I would date the princess of the stars. Seriously, stop and think about it. I mean, even that first one kind of made me yak in my mouth just a little bit. Are still pretty beloved. Oh, yeah. Invested into unifying story and visuals. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I do admit there are some highlights to it. But again, you still can't really necessarily win the hearts of people if your player is gonna glitch through walls or something like that, you know? Okay, I guess that's probably the primary point. Just make sure that your character just doesn't teleport through walls randomly, or like get stuck in a wall when it spawns or whatever. That sort of thing. Okay, so what we need to do is... Well, I'm trying to figure out how to get past this one glitch, because apparently it says abstract class type not allowed, when really it's supposed to be... It's supposed to work. What the heck? What's going on here? What did I do right in some of my previous stuff that I'm doing wrong now? Actually, I think I have no plus right. Yep. Full poly shake. Okay, I'm just gonna close out of this because that's other things for other ideas I had. Oh, right. This is my configuration thing. Oh, why did you have to do Bing? Ugh. Google search. Stack Overflow, okay. Stack Overflow is not a good site, but, you know. Let's see, stack const class figure. Okay. To use overriding from the use slide, but overriding is possible only in class and scope, so in case of corresponding base class function would be hidden. Okay then, so you're getting an error displayed into derived and would be in display base. Similarly to pure virtual function would be hidden, i.e. compiler. Treat the case as if there was no function defined in derived corresponding base class pure virtual function. So that would make derived also an abstract class. So basically what it's saying here is that when you define a function derived class with same parameters as an in-base class, then it's called as overriding. Whereas you redefine the function with a different parameter, it would be attempt to use overloading from your side. But overloading is possible only in class scope, so the corresponding base function would be hidden. So basically what it's saying is that I'm overloading it somehow. Issue with pure virtual function. How about let's just try this? It might be better. Wait by class, pure virtual. Use my derived class without the error. Derived class, content base shape, contents of derived class. I'm gonna get off the stream for the night. I gotta catch. I'll try to catch any future streams if I can. Well, then in that case, just remember to subscribe, okay? Alright. I'll see you later, Ghost of Chance. Alright. So you did not actually override the calc area derived by the abstract class type also. Okay then. Okay, I think I'm getting this figured out here. It should be right anyway. We'll see. And this has no overrider. So it says it has no overrider, huh? Wait a second. So wait a second. Is that saying that it's just because it's a constant? And that's my biggest problem right there? Well, that's kind of dumb, but... Oh. There is no ampersand for states. That might help. Well, okay, there's... But that doesn't fix anything. Well, it does help with this! Okay, so state of game is working now. Now we just need to mend this. Well, I guess I do need render states then, huh? Not that I really use it. There we go. We got it! Ha ha! Oh. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, I'm gonna take a little bit of a breather here. I know I'm gonna be working like about... Oh, it's almost up to the 2-hour mark, isn't it? Shoot. I gotta get the shower ready and get to work in the morning too, and it's snowing outside and it's gonna be a bit icy. That's fun! Whoop-de-doo! Anyway. Let's see. Oh. Well, let's get the menu working at the very least. So what I really want is menu text to... Oh yeah, and I also want it to inherit font too, because I need the font. Oh, I should probably put ampersands on this too. Actually, you know, maybe I might probably just do this a little bit easier and go like bool switch state. We'll try that. So we're gonna go. can't do inherent classes and classes, so... Gee, my keyboard is showing. Definitely, for sure. Excuse me. Okay, we're figuring this out here. Cool. There we go. There we go. All right. Game rules. Let's do the game. There we go. Somebody's watching. Can't wait to ignore this demon do sound as a weapon anyways. Anyway, alright. Okay, so... Alright, in case you're wondering if you just got here, I'm just trying to figure out something here. Or, well, my brain is just farting at the moment. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's farting. Draw on the window depending upon what state the game is in. I'm just gonna add a few comments here so that people don't get confused. Alright. Sets the texture, but this isn't necessary. I know it's kind of pointless to have it there if it's not necessary, but you know, you get the point. Okay. And then, of course, sets the transform is necessary. Okay. I know you can also do that with the states too, where you can change color and such, but oh well. Alright. For handling the CLASS type and rendering the game to the window. There we go. And handling the scalar. There we go. There we go. And I lost a viewer. Oh well. The switch is for changing game state. The menu. What more do What more do you want? This state the game is in and actually, I need a way to get the window height, don't I? fudge. There we go. What's up? That's not a default end. What the heck? What the heck? The heck? Okay, should be working. Why is it not working? This error code again? What the heck? The heck? Okay, try that. And it's still doing it! What the heck? right. What the heck? What's going on here? What's causing this? Let's try that. What the heck? Why is it doing this? Again! Ugh. That didn't do much. Oh. That's not gonna do much. What? Huh. What on earth is going on here? Huh. The heck? Oh, wait a second. I think I now know what's causing the problem. And that fixed it. It's probably going to display nothing still, but oh well. Because I don't have it set to display anything, and I don't have it set to run anything that's set to display, so we'll just do that. We'll see if this works. Probably do this as the last action for tonight, since it's almost 10 o'clock. And I was going to do this for 2 hours anyway, so unfortunately it's not displaying anything. Oh yeah, that's because I don't have a size for my font. Let me do that. We'll go 72. It seems like a decent size. That also would help too. That would definitely help. And there we go. I'm also going to test to see if the scaler works. Okay, works. Alright, I guess that's all I'm going to be able to do tonight, so I just got a menu done in the first 2 hours. This is not looking good for me. But then again, I do have a whole month. I got to like the 15th of next month at 8 p.m. to get this submitted, so... on my birthday, no less! So, anyway... I guess I might as well go back to the camera, and I'm going to stop the music here. Anyway, I guess if, that's all I got for now. Well, if you like this video, please be sure to hit that like this live stream /fun now. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. And I'll see you all in the next video. This is